Welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Andrew Hughes and I'm here to talk about the group discussion forum for MKTG 7001. This item of assessment applies only for online people only, so if you're doing the course online then keep listening. If you're not, don't. That also means I will not be answering any questions for the offline people in the class about this item of assessment. Okay, so details, as I've said before, are very important in this unit, and just run over them again. For online students only, it's individual only as well. You cannot do this item as a group or part of a group, so do not ask. It is worth 3% per week from weeks 2 to 11, which adds up to, by my mathematics, 30% for the assessment task. Every 3 weeks, you'll be given your marks for the preceding 3 weeks. So, for example, weeks 2, 3, and 4 will be given back in week 5. Weeks 5, 6, and 7 in week 8, and in weeks 8, 9, and 10 in week 11 at the end of the course. It does not run over the break. You have 2 weeks off to go off and partay and do something interesting and exciting over your break. Eat lots of Easter eggs, perhaps. I think it's around Easter time, so whatever you'd like to do. It's also a good chance for reflection, to use the break to really take a break from a study and the course, or maybe just focus on the marketing plan itself. Okay, so what exactly do you have to do? So every week there will be released a case study or an article, maybe even both, placed online with 2 to 3 questions that will form the basis of the discussion. Now, the questions themselves will be all opinion-based, they'll be quite broad, and therefore let anyone take a different path they'd like to go and explore, or a different answer to the question. So in marketing, what you'll find is that can be many, many different answers, all quite good to the same question. Where it comes into your to which one we should follow is related to your ability to integrate theory and practice of both modern and current and historical perspectives. So you really need to support your answer to the question. This is the whole point of this item, is to really get those skills into critical thinking and analysis, which is so important to marketers in this day and age, that you understand how to think critically. Critical thinking is not thinking everything negative, not at all. Please don't think that. It's more about thinking, is this good? Is this okay? Is this bad? And why is that so? What makes it so? Who says that? Who backs them up? Are they someone worth listening to? So these are all the attributes you need to consider and look at for this item of assessment. It is a discussion, so it means that you need to discuss something. If you write little, obviously you're not engaging much of a discussion. If you write lots, you are encouraging people to engage with your discussion and your perspective. Integrate different theory and practical context, so journal papers or news articles, magazines, whatever it happens to be, images, YouTube links, Vimeo links, whatever. This is where you can add to the discussion and add value to the discussion. So it should be a good time for you to get some reflection opportunities, but also get some engagement and assessment of your critical thinking abilities before you hit the other items of assessment, because it is ongoing every week. So marking, how I'll be marking this item of assessment, and there'll also be an online tutor and they'll be marking according to this criteria as well. So it is a bit hard to describe on a simple slide, but in summary, the better the contribution, the better your mark. So there's some 4 key items here you need to follow and look into. I'll put the rubric online, you can all look at that and see exactly what's entailed for each of these items. So firstly, critical thinking is exactly that. As I said before, it's not thinking negatively, it's thinking this is good, bad, average, or in between. So, but also providing backup for that and doing it in a constructive way. This is both of your argument or others' arguments, including those people on the discussion forum. So you should be able to engage in this and provide others with a good opportunity to think about their own work in a positive and constructive way. Which leads on to the second point. Contribution to the learning community is how much you engage in discussion, how regularly do you engage in that discussion, and is it done in a positive and motivational way to encourage others to discuss their theories and ideas and their knowledge and understanding with you and others on the forum. Thirdly, presentation and professionalism. It looks really bad if you just block text, write something because of whatever reason. So block text means no paragraph spaces or line breaks. Spelling and grammar is not fantastic. And in terms of professionalism, you just use text language, or even worse, you swear. Really not good to see on the forum. If I see it, you will be failing for that week. So you need to be professional, keep it professional, keep your presentation there as well. It's very much important that you do that. And remember too, you don't know who could read this. You don't know who might be reading this. So always think again as the market is your customer, who already is your customer one day. If you're a brand, you are a brand, you want people to be satisfied and like your brand and see it as a valuable one at that. It leads on to the last part of it is timeliness and engagement. So the last item you will be assessed on is how timely you are into the discussion. You don't have to respond within the first 1 minute, 2 minutes. It isn't Facebook. It's more about when did you engage with other people? Did you wait 2 days and then go, hey, back on point 1, everyone, I'd like to add this now I've read everyone else's. It's engaging in a timely way. So what does that mean? Give it a few hours and time differences as well. Depends where people are. Someone could be traveling, for example. But what it means, you engage in a timely way. You don't waste your time to reply, to add value to the discussion and the engagement. And engagement, engage with other people. Do it well, do it nicely. Pretend you're having a conversation down at your local coffee shop, and this is what you're talking about is this topic here. So it's bringing something of value to the conversation all the time. So it's positive contribution, it's a positive value add, it's not negative at all. Okay, so hopefully that explains a bit about the group discussion forums. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it as we go along because you're doing them every single week. So practice will make perfect. I'm sure some people will really find that they love this item of assessment. And as always, if you have any questions at all about this item of assessment, please contact me. But for now, thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.